EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 20. Five. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Etienne. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They go play action with Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Steps away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
2nd and 16. Herbert now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Hey, high 7. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Watch the pass. Set. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go, B, let's go. Now let's get there.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Lawrence. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Good track, good track. 49's the Mike, watch 49. Check pass, check pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A handoff, it's Eckler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's the guy in all the commercials now. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offense.
There he goes, right side. The 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play for the Jaguars. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a diving catch right side, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne there to make the grab. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On 4th down, Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Quit talking about it.
On third down, Lawrence. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates.
Herbert has it knocked free, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Rashawn Jenkins picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Look at me, zipper.
Is that yours? Who's that?
6'6", bullet hot.
44's Mike. Check. Watch the run.
Hey, Haywood. Get.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam up.
Back to you. Good dash. Come. Check nickel.
Check nine. Buzz.
Now Lawrence. It's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check like 33, check like 33. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Check 3, check 3. Check.
Bravo.
Check 33, 33. Oh yeah, and here we go again.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, 71 yards. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
March 49. Here we go. Check.
Rock it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Mike check 33. 33.
Get that quarterback.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. It's Eckler again, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiving coaches preach here, guys, all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
53 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd and a couple, Lawrence steps away to his left. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence on the slant. This is Chark. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 75 yards. And the Jaguars strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time he is in. James Robinson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing, Herbert. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Herbert going to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 74 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.